Hey, family, and thanks for tuning in to the Al Atwell Show, man. I'm sitting here in the Atwell Brothers brand new studio, sponsored by Atwell Enterprise, man. We got a great show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We breaking new artists, we got some hot interviews, and we got some crazy topics, but we keep this show clean. So it don't matter if you age 1 or 100, you can listen to the show and get you some great laughter. So let's sit back and get started. And thanks for joining. What's up, family? Today we're going to talk about churches being in debt and what the Bible say about it. This is not a bashing the church session. We just want to put some things out there about churches being in debt. See you in a bit. What's going on, family? You live in the studio with your boy Al Atwell. We got a great show today. We're going to talk about churches being in debt. Is that a good thing, bad thing? You don't really care. I want to get some of you guys' opinion today. Because this was on my heart, and one of my listeners said, "Hey, what do you think, Al, about churches taking out loans from the bank and just stuff like that?" My personal opinion, I don't like it. I don't like when churches get in debt. I think churches should be a debt-free zone. I understand they got the routine bills, the monthly bills, the light bill, phone bill, water, gas, because most churches have, kitchens, and of course the heat, and even the internet. You got those routine bills, and then you got your yearly taxes and insurance and all those things that does have to be paid. So I understand you gotta, pay the bills. But as far as getting in debt to remodel the church and taking out major loans and then beating people over the head with Malachi 3:8 for tithe and offerings to pay it back because of something a few leaders done to put their church in that situation. So that kind of get under my skin a little bit. The decision of few kind of make it hard on others. So no, I don't like it. And then if you look in the scripture with Proverbs 22:7, it say the rich rule over the poor and the borrower is the slave to the lender. So biblically, it tells you that. So your pastor and deacon and elders should know that scripture. And that was Proverbs 22:7. The rich rule over the poor and the borrower is the slave of the lender. So that means when they took that loan or received that money, they just became the slave. They just fell right into Satan's snares. And that's the church. This church shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of people today is having a problem with the church. And remember, the church is you. The church is you. It's not the building. It's you. It's not the place. It's you. I know a lot of people, a lot of pastors beat you over the head with, I think it's in Hebrews, where it say don't forsake the assembly, but they try to make that the church. No, that's not the church, because the Bible also say when two or three are together, he's in the midst. So let's get that correct. And that forsake the assembly is when they didn't want you to go back into sin. So they always say gather with your fellow believers, whether it's one or two. Gather with them and pray with them so they can keep you without sin, without the sin that you might have been struggling with. So let's teach it right, pastors. Let's teach it right, deacons. Let's study. But yeah, going back to the debt, it's not a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I had to go to the Most High with that because it's not about a church bashing session. This is not church bashing. I just, that's what the scriptures say. The borrower become slave to the lender. So when the pastors and deacons and elders take out loans to remodel the church or do something, I don't believe they working in faith. Because it clearly tells you in the Bible about faith. Mark 11:22-25. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I got some highlights where it say, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. So when we starting to take out loans, are our faith wavering? Are we believing in the Most High to say, hey, we're going to stand and pray on this thing and you do it for us, Most High? No, because when you take out that loan, you don't believe the Most High will do it for you. So I don't think they, your leadership have faith in the Most High to rebuild or to remodel or to do, the van fund, the building fund, whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish with these loans. I don't think they got faith because the scriptures clearly tell you, if you pray and believe that you have received it, you shall have it. And that was Mark 11:22 through 25. But I cut some of it off. I read some of it. I didn't read the whole thing. But so that's what I have a problem with. That's way I have a problem with, because I don't think they not operating in the full faith of the scriptures. And then you go out there and get these huge loans, and the people have to pay them back. And when you got to make those monthly payments on loans, you dependent upon the people to attend. You dependent upon the people to pay offerings. You beat them over the head with tithe, but pastors ain't speaking that scripture correct either. But that'll be another teaching. And you got to do your own research. I tell you, I'm just a man. I read, I study, and I'm asking everybody who's listening to me, do your own research. Listen to your own heart when it comes to certain things. But remember, you are the church, and man don't have a heaven or hell to put you in, so you have to do your own study and show yourself to be approved yourself. You just can't sit and listen to me. You can't sit and listen to YouTube. You can't sit and listen to a pastor in the pulpit. You have to do your own research, because at the end of the day, you got to stand before the Most High in Yahshua and give account for your life. But yes, and then when you look at a lot of these storefronts being boarded up after a few months, or even a few years, or even a few months, they being boarded up, and then you're like, man, that was quick, that was short-lived. But that's when it goes back to many are called, few are chosen. Not everybody who hear the call, or not saying you don't hear the call, but think they hear the call, supposed to be a pastor. Not everybody. You just might just be a good stewardship to go teach the kids on the block. You know what I mean? Not everybody hear that for, I'm supposed to be a pastor, need to start a church and be in a pulpit. Man, there's so many storefront churches out here. That's ridiculous. You can look in a 10-mile radius and Google a 10-mile radius of churches. You're going to find so many churches out here. I understand everybody got a part to play. Everybody's a part of the body. You might have a leg. You might be the arm in this ministry. You might be that. But why can't some ministries just get along and blend and expand their territory, and especially the ones that have the same belief system? Merge together, because nobody want to be the second person in charge. These guys want to be the first, or these men or women want to be the first. You know what I mean? I know some people going to be like, well, don't touch my anointing. I'm not talking about the anointing. I'm not talking about the pastors. I'm talking about being humility, being humble, and helping the community. The church is supposed to be like the government. The church is supposed to be the place where people can find refuge, people can get food, people can get help. It shouldn't have been a food stamp system, a welfare system. It's the church was doing their handling their business. Look at Acts. In Acts, where they say the people sold what they own, sold their land and some of their possessions, and bought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. And then the apostles took the money and redistributed to the needy, and nobody in the church had lack. So it's those type things that bothers me, because if strawberry pound cake in there can barely keep the lights on, and you beating over the head, that's not right. Let's help her. Let's see what we can help. You know, if somebody in there got more than enough, let's help the people that don't have. And that's what I think the church should be. That's what I think the church was built for. Jesus didn't go, Yahshua, the world called him Jesus, but Yahshua didn't go and eat at the palaces. He went and ate with the sinners. You know what I mean? He went and ate with the people who needed him. And that's what the church should be, with the people that need them. Like I say, I know people going to have some people gonna have problems with what I'm saying, but I'm just trying to speak truth. I'm just trying to speak what the Most High laid on me to talk about. When I saw the email to come in, the church was in debt. And that's ridiculous because it clearly states, the borrower become a slave to the lender. And that's not good. That's not good at all. So that's quite disappointing. But we're going to take a short break. And we'll be back, man. And I have some more stuff for you to talk about. But like I say, the church should not be in debt. And the church should be the pillar of the community, helping people in that community with their lights, with their gas if need be, with the hot meal every day, with clothes, with water. That's what the church should be. And the people in the church should give so the church can be able to do what they need to do. But we'll be right back after this song by Tiger, Winning.
Break it down to the little baby girl. Yo. Tag, go get it. Break it down to the little baby girl.
We be out here winning cause we favor Joe. Don't get fooled off the grits and the gravy though. No. Could be acting bad, but we coolin', yeah. Far from being fake, we some trillionaires. That boy, that's like he came a long way from the neighborhood porches. Now the main goal is to witness to the whole bliss. Break it down so the baby can relate. Break it down so the baby can relate. I went from playing in the back row to sitting in the front. Then they put us on that stage just to give you what you want. Give them what they need, dog. Gotta plant a seed. If you're hungry today, best believe you're gon' eat. There you go again with that old spiritual flow. Feeling full and content, but I gotta get some more. More discernment, how you learning? Hilltop, candle burning, living single. Looking for my queen like T4 with the perm of the natural. Yeah, we kicking them actual factuals. All about that kingdom business, some say it's the status quo. It is my desire to get higher, so I dive in. It's paid in full, no more surviving the ridicule. Yeah, I know it sounds pitiful. It's lonely at the top when them temptations try to get at you. I'm flashing, running circles, run that competition. If you ain't up on that true music, better pay attention, cause we be out here winning cause we favor Joe. Don't get fooled off the grits and the gravy though. No. Could be acting bad, but we coolin', yeah. Far from being fake, we some trillionaires. That boy, that's like he came a long way from the neighborhood porches. Now the main goal is to witness to the whole bliss. Break it down so the baby can relate. Break it down so the baby can relate. Ready?
Back and forth on relay. Giving what they asking for, I relate. I'm favoring, not perfect, but they like, whoa. Them haters trying to hit me like Bryson, they be like, don't. I felt the pain, no, because I'm real enough. Out the water, I can see myself, I'm real enough. Took a gamble messing with us, now don't wanna deal with us. But it don't matter how you play your hand. It's all a game to us till we bring it to an end. I killed your soul, killed your spirit, I repent. Yeah, that's just something I'ma show that I repent. But he can hear you cause he do that. Couple verses from the man, he make you true that. They ain't do it, man, you know they can't do it. Nah, and faith without work is dead, I know I knew that. But this ain't even work to me cause
we be out here winning cause we favor Joe. Don't get fooled off the grits and the gravy though. No. Could be acting bad, but we coolin', yeah. Far from being fake, we some trillionaires. That boy, that's like he came a long way from the neighborhood porches. Now the main goal is to witness to the whole bliss. Break it down so the baby can relate. Break it down so the baby can relate.
Hey, if you got a need for advertisement, you're in the right place. Let Edward Brothers advertise for you. It only costs as low as $25 a week or $75 a month on our many platforms. Please visit edwardbros.com and look around in our e-store. And I'm sure we have a package that will suit your needs. Thanks for visiting and listening. Look forward to working with you. Hey, family, and thanks for tuning in to the Al Edward Show, man. I'm sitting here in the Atwood Brothers brand new studio, sponsored by Atwood Enterprise. Man, we got a great show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We breaking new artists. We got some hot interviews, and we got some crazy topics. But we keep this show clean, so it don't matter if you age 1 or 100. You can listen to this show and get you some great laughter. So let's sit back and get started. And thanks for joining.
No problems, no worries, 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 no. Do you know what I've been through? Do you know who I'm kin to? You say you got some problems with me, gon' bring them over, let me show you who I give them to. No problems, no worries, 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 no. Do you know what I've been through? Do you know who I'm kin to? You say you got some problems with me, gon' bring them over, let me show you who I give them to. Some say more money, more problems. I say more money, more sewing. I'm trying to catch the high mids and low ends and fall up on the track and get the flow in. Can you picture me rolling? Can you picture where I'm going? Throw the pitch, I hit it close hand and drop the weight of the bat like Roseanne. No rose for me, baby. Just a little Colgate on the teeth, maybe. And a little Kirk Franklin in my speakers, maybe. And I'ma still rock with you, even though you're shady. No sweeping under the rug. Give them TLC minus the scrubs. Creating me a clean heart. Every day a new day. Let me get my clean start. I'm talking about no problems, no worries, 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 no. Do you know what I've been through? Do you know who I'm kin to? You say you got some problems with me, gon' bring them over, let me show you who I give them to. I don't fight against flesh and blood. I don't fight with fists and gloves. I don't fight with pistols and slugs. I show all of my enemies love. I give all of my enemies hugs. So meet me at the Wingstop to get some grub. Or we can meet at Miami Subs. I prepare a table for the thugs. Remember when we used to take it to the stage? Remember when we used to shoot a straight face? But now you got these boys in the hood talking, I'll get my little bro to shoot you in the face. The diaries of a lost soul. Depression is very colossal. And this is for the little ones who done lost hope. That's the reason the church is the hospital. And I ain't got no problems, no worries, 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 no. Do you know what I've been through? Do you know who I'm kin to? You say you got some problems with me, gon' bring them over, let me show you who I give them to. And I ain't got no problems, no worries, 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 no. Do you know what I've been through? Do you know who I'm kin to? You say you got some problems with me, gon' bring them over, let me show you who I give them to.
What's going on, family? You back with your boy Al. Hey, I just want to clear up something. Because one of my listeners pinged me in the chat room and said, hey, Al, you know, the church is supposed to be the pillar. And they asked me what scripture, and I told them Acts 4, 34 and 35. So that was Acts 4, 34 and 35, where it says, neither was there any among them that lacked. For as many as were possessors of the land of the house sold them, and brought the prices to the things that were sold, and laid them down at the apostles' feet. And distribution was made unto every man according to their need. So, now, let me be honest. The church can't pay your mortgage and light bill, phone bill, and feed you every month. You got to do something on your own now. We can't just say, hey, well, it's the church's responsibility to help me, so I'm just go down there. They can't do that. The church have countless of families they have to help. So now, if you're a sluggard and not trying to handle your business, now, hey, the Bible said, man no work, man no eat. So if you ain't trying to take care and handle your business, well, you're going to be SOL. And I know you know what SOL means. because they can't do it every month or every day. You gotta stand on your own at some point and then help the ones that need the help. Become a producer instead of a taker. But as long as you got lack, you should be able to go to the church and get help. But you just can't do it every day, every month. So, and that's where I have a problem with, some people just being takers. But let's get back to the subject in hand, which is churches being in debt. And no, they should not be in debt. They should not be in debt. And for the pastors that move really fast and you want to build that mega church, you should think about Luke 14:28. For which of you desire to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it. You need to sit down and make sure, because if you go out and start this project and you don't have enough to complete it, the members of your congregation suffer, because now they don't have a place to go, or the building never got finished, or where their money at. You got some jackers out here too in the pulpit. Not out here to bash nobody. I'm just telling you how it is. You do. Even the Bible says you're gonna have people out here leading people astray. You do. So you just have to be careful and make sure you're in a good ministry with responsible leaderships. And hopefully they're not in debt. And if they are in debt, hopefully they learn and they trying to work themselves out of debt. Hopefully they are. But if not, and they continue to stay in debt, you might want to find you another ministry to be a part of with great leadership. But that's my take on it. You can ponder on it. Think about what I just said. But yeah, you shouldn't be. I don't feel like the ministry should be in debt or taking loans out for anything. They should rely on their faith. They should be a praying ministry. And if it's for them, the Most High will give it to them. But only if they will of your church line up with the will he has for your church. I recall a few months back when we was trying to build our headquarters, our enterprise headquarters. And we have sought out business loans and business plans, and we did our business plan. We knew exactly how much it was going to cost. We was getting ready to present it, and we was looking at right at $3 million loan. We was told we got the loan. We could do what we want. Ready to start breaking ground. And in my heart, to remind you, this was about 6 to 8 months ago. In my heart, I felt like the Holy Spirit said, hey, you need to do this debt free. And we rejected that loan. Yeah, that money could have changed a lot of lives. But could it change a lot of lives for the better or for the worse? I don't know. But I didn't want to be in that kind of debt, knowing I had families eventually that we'll be having to feed, that we was responsible for, to make sure they got a job. I didn't want that type of stress to have to pay $42,000 to $50,000 back a month till that loan was paid. I didn't want that. And so we started believing on the Most High that we would get that same building debt free. Has it happened yet? No. But that don't mean it won't happen. And we're going to continue to pray and do whatever we got to do. Fast if need be. Fast and pray and cry and worship and whatever we got to do. But I want to do it the right way. Just like with my company, this company here, we want it to be a debt-free company. It might take us a little bit longer to get there, but I don't want to have to owe anybody nothing. I want this to be a debt-free company at the end of the day, because we got lives that we trying to support here and we got responsibilities, and that's how the ministry should be thinking. That's how your church should be thinking. They got lives that they're trying to help and support and feed. And just like a corporation, if your ministry don't have the money, they got to start making cutbacks in some type of way. If a corporation losing money somewhere, hey, they're going to start laying people off. And the ministry might have to do that also to move forward. But only if that's God's will. I think the leaders and the people need to pray about it and see what God's will for the church and for their lives. And always pray for your pastor and your leaders. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, hey, well, they got it up there. They don't know what they doing, blah, 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 and gossiping. It seemed like the gospel has turned into gossip. It does seem like that. But pray for your leadership. They don't know. They are human. They not the be all end all. And they make mistakes just like we make mistakes. They don't know everything, that you think they know. Let's be honest with you. I done challenged my leadership with things in the Bible, and they couldn't answer it. They're human. And I don't think it's humanly possible for no one to know everything in or about the Bible. I just don't think it's humanly possible. But even if somebody challenged me on something, hey, I just go do my research. I go look it up. I go study it. I go read it. And that's what they have to do, and that's what you have to do. But no ministry should be in debt, and hopefully all of them come out of debt. Because when I see that, I don't believe they're operating in faith and they're not trusting in the Most High to deliver whatever they need. But I'm going to close the show out. It's been a great show. Thanks for listening. And please visit our website at adwellbros.com. Check out our e-store. See how our advertising can be a help to you. It's only $25 a week or $75 a month. And we do a show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But however, sometimes we do a show in between. You just never know. But we at least trying to do 3 shows a week. But like this week here, we going to sneak in about 6. And that means you won't be charged for that. That's part of the week. You just get more advertising every time you sign up with us. So thanks so much, and enjoy your weekend, and be safe out there. We're going to end the show with my man Tiger, No Problems, No Worries. And no, you know what? We're going to end it with Tiger Like That. I want to hear that one. See you Monday. Be good, family.
Yeah. And welcome. Been around them. Got kicked off, didn't plan, it just went like that. Been round them corners, I just bent like that. Yeah. Used to stay broke, cause I spent like that. But I knew if I fell off, I'll get right back. They see me favorite words, it's like that. Yeah. Truth hit them hard like some white, this that crack. You can go straight to the bank, this that rack. Favorite words when they see it. Yeah. A lot of y'all got it messed up. Play with it, got dressed up. Watch your own dress up. Chin check you about to wreck ya. Sweet chin you like the wrestler. Y'all know who I do it with. That's a question I don't gotta answer. Rather do it in public than to be private like a dancer. Where your mind at? Probably ain't with mine at. You don't know the kid. Never mind that. Look at what the time at. You know where I've been. If you don't, then let me rewind back. Back when I was smoked up, that was recent. Trying to keep my honors level decent, but why you act like I know it all? I talk about the Bible said I'm a sinner. Now you know it all. You got to at some point beat the plan and accept it, but keep it to yourself. If you do, reject it. Do you get the message DM? Negative energy won't reach him. This is something I do day to the PM. Never thought I would do it, but it got kicked off, didn't plan, it just went like that. Been round them corners, I just bent like that. Used to stay broke, cause I spent like that. But I knew if I fell off, I'll get right back. They see me favorite go straight to the bank, this that rap. Favorite words when they see it's like
round ball, I bounce right back. I done been around the world twice. I'm an optimist, optimizing my accomplishments, maximize like it's meant to be. I don't want what's not meant for me. Epiphany, I'm a different dude. Understand, don't get misconstrued. Strumming off to my own strings, play the note to my own keys, move to the beat of my own drum. Moving, I'm on one. One of us is like 10 of us who made it out. That's 1/10 of us. Overhead, no investments, liabilities, and that's rich to us. Lord help, I lend a helping hand, but every time they try to take a foot. Nowadays I don't say much, but I peep game, take a close look. Close call, I'ma call next. Motivation, that's all checks. Inspiration, that's all checks. Hustle hard, that's all checks. That's all checks like that. Midnight in that foreign car through the ghetto, yeah, jet black. I did mine on my own grind, I don't need yours, step back. And time, wait for no man to get yours or get left back. I done came up, I done doubled down, I done got it all right back.
Got kicked off, didn't plan, it just went like that. Been round them corners, I just bent like that. Yeah, used to stay broke, cause I spent like that. But I knew if I fell off, I'll get right back. They see me favorite words, it's like that. Yeah. Truth hit them hard like some white, this that crack. You can go straight to the bank, this that rap. Favorite words when they see it's like.
Been around the corner once, been born again, born twice. My life is something like a movie, minus them Hollywood bright lights. My gotta heal your contusions, he'll make them alright. Oh, you might have all with the jokes, huh? Russell Simmons say goodnight. Early morning, man, I go and get it like I want it, or what a feeling. Some of my people on drugs, I'm just praying for a healing. Some of us fell out of love, I'm praying for restoration and healing. My little cousin be thugging, can we pray for God's children? They say, Tiger, boy, you still got it, and I tell them I ain't never lose it. I ain't being cocky, just a gift from God, so you know I'ma use it. Self-destruction, yeah, we headed for self-destruction. Ain't we all in the same gang? But why did they come back bussin'? I think they got the wrong DM. I heard I had a few enemies, but it's all love when I see them. I think we speak the same language. We felt the pain and anguish.
Yeah. Been around them. Got kicked off, didn't plan, it just went like that. Been round them corners, I just bent like that. Yeah, used to stay broke, cause I spent like that. But I knew if I fell off, I'll get right back. They see me favorite words, it's like that. Yeah. Truth hit them hard like some white, this that crack. You can go straight to the bank, this that rap. Favorite words when they see it's like. Yeah.
Hey, if you got a need for advertisement, you are in the right place. Let Edward Brothers advertise for you. It only costs as low as $25 a week or $75 a month on our many platforms. Please visit edwardbros.com and look around in our e-store. And I'm sure we have a package that will suit your needs. Thanks for visiting and listening. Look forward to working with you.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, gonna be alright though. Yeah. You said you gave me your heart. I said you stayed on my mind. I was trying to get to know you. Sorry for wasting your time. I be taking turtle steps, girl. I can see the finish line. Love you for running around, searching for what we won't find. Look, Miss White, treat me so crazy. Oh, you need a little space. Do your thing, pretty lady. And if we can get it right, girl, possibly maybe one day we can get married and have a few babies. Real talk, but I gotta let you know that I'm not an easy catch. Girl, as he finds a woman, and that's just that. I ain't a big fan of you pushing up on me. Just position yourself in the place where we can meet, cause I done messed up once, messed up twice. 3-time loser in this little thing right. One more strike, I'ma have to say goodnight. Girl, I'll probably be single for the rest of my life. Don't get the impression that I'm hard on a lady. I just want a God-living lady. Help me to help you. So when times get tough, we can pray our way through. Don't get the impression that I'm hard on a lady. I just want a God-living lady. Help me to help you. So when times get tough, we can pray our way through. Yeah. You said you gave me your heart. I said you stayed on my mind. I was trying to get to know you. Sorry for wasting your time. I be taking turtle steps, girl. I can see finish line. No need for running around, searching for what we won't find. She could be draped in beauty from her head to her toe. Get a lot of attention everywhere that she go. She could be an actress or a supermodel, but it ain't worth my spirit or my soul. She could be draped in diamonds and gold, selling me your records every country she go. What's it to me if we ain't nickel yo? Cause it ain't worth my spirit or my soul. Spirit of my soul. I used to have 99 problems till I opened up my Bible in the 99 saw them. I used to run game and I probably used to harm them, but now when I speak to the card, I can calm them. I like to ask questions and I use a lot of commas. Do you love your daddy? Are you close with your mama? Do you got any kids and your baby daddy drama? Really doesn't matter what you did last summer. If Jesus Christ your Lord and personal Savior, did you feel brand new? Did you feel like your favorite baptized? Did you come up as a new creature? Are you overconscious about your physical features? Do you read your Bibles on a regular basis? Do you have mood swings? Do you cut up in places? These are some questions that I'm asking you, so feel free to do the same to me too. Come on. She could be draped in beauty from her head to her toe. Get a lot of attention everywhere that she go. She could be an actress or a supermodel, but it ain't worth my spirit or my soul. She could be draped in diamonds and gold, selling me your records every country she go. What's it to me if we ain't nickel yo? Cause it ain't worth my spirit or my soul. You said you gave me your heart, I said you stayed on my mind. I was trying to get to know you, sorry for wasting your time. I be taking turtle steps, girl, I can see the finish line. No need for running around, searching for what we won't find.
Trippin' so crazy, trippin' so crazy. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
My soul.
Hey, family, and thanks for tuning in to the Al Atwell Show, man. I'm sitting here in the Atwell Brothers brand new studio, sponsored by Atwell Enterprise, man. We got a great show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We breaking new artists, we got some hot interviews, and we got some crazy topics, but we keep this show clean. So it don't matter if you age 1 or 100, you can listen to this show and get you some great laughter. So let's sit back and get started. And thanks for joining.
Crank it up.